fifth in the standings, but coach Tony Garbalotto not satisfied with how his team has been performing, which is why this week we saw the departure of point guard Martez Harrison and a debut today for his replacement, Mikey Thompson, a second-year pro who split last season between the Czech and Slovak republics. Flew in on Friday, will come off the bench today for Glasgow, who went 1-1 last weekend on a road trip, winning in Worcester before losing in Bristol. This Surrey's second visit to Glasgow this season. They lost 97-78 3 weeks ago. Since then, the Scorchers have gone 1-3, broke a three-game skid when they beat Manchester last weekend, sitting 7th in the BBL with a 4-5 record. The big news for the visitors here, no Alex Iwobi this afternoon. Picked up what's called a freak injury in practice on Friday and will be out for at least a week. That meaning another tweak for coach Krion Raftopoulos. Still looking for more from his team, he's told us. Said before the game, we know we can compete. The main thing that we have to do tonight is put together 40 minutes of defense, particularly in tough stretches, showing that teamwork is tougher than making quick shots. One other game in the BBL this afternoon. It's about to start as well in Manchester. The Giants hosting Worcester. Wolves will keep you up to date with that one. Tony Garbalotto's view before the game, still wanting more energy from his team. The fact they're averaging 87 points per game, second only to Newcastle. But things defensively, offensively, a work in progress. Today, hopes with tweaks to the roster might be the start of improvements. The colours this afternoon, the Rocks in their traditional home navy, the Scorchers in their road kit of light blue. The Rocks starting this afternoon with Johnny Bunyan in the backcourt, coming in alongside Earl Brown, Gareth Murray and Ali Fraser out on the wings, Jalen Billups, a new arrival, Mikey Thompson coming off the bench. As for Surrey, they're starting with Tony Hicks and Josh Steele in the backcourt, Elias Desport and Teo Ogedengbe, their captain, on the wing. Gerald Robinson returning to the starting lineup in the middle. The three officials today, Chris Dodds, Kate Unsworth and Pavel Shefanic. And these two teams going into the international break this week, desperate to get a confidence booster to leave with that feel-good factor before some of their players will be heading off on international duty. The Rocks 27-17 up in the all-time series. This, the second meeting between these two. The Rocks winning by 19 in Glasgow 3 weeks ago. Will it be a similar story this afternoon, or will Surrey level things up? We're ready to go. It's Glasgow Rocks against Surrey Scorchers. Johnny Bunyan coming in today. Rocks resisting the temptation to give new signing Mikey Thompson a start in his debut. Gareth Murray inside, twists and turns. Now Tony Hicks on the ball. He's played very well as a point guard in his first season in Surrey. Guarded by Bunyan. Murray with the deflection, just knocked it out of bounds. Surrey ball. Josh Steele getting the start today. Thought about an early first shot. Forced to swing it back inside. They go in there in the middle. Surrey off the board today. Earl Brown. Bunyan at the top. Wants some support. They go in the middle. Ali Fraser. Billups grabbed the board. Foul was called. Be an end line inbound ball from Billups. Shot clock reset to 14. Foul going against Desport. Quick shot from Billups doesn't go. He'll get a second shot at it. No go there. Surrey recover. Steele immediately lets fly from three-point range, buries it. Josh Steele off the mark. 5-point early lead for Surrey. Remember, in their last visit up here, went up by as much as 12 early in the second. The Rocks came storming back, particularly in the third. Flicks it in, into the post. Billups goes up against Robinson. Robinson hasn't started in the last few weeks. Gets an early chance to impress here. 4 meter, drains it, Robinson. 4 points for him. 7-0 lead for Surrey. Fraser won't fall. Hicks, they go high. Spin move from Despot, almost lost it. Travelling is called. Rock's not yet getting into the rhythm. 0 for 5 shooting wise. O'Brien struggling to get the ball in here. I'll need to make it fast. Does get it over eventually. Fraser with the help. Brown. Bunyan in the starting lineup after the departure of Martez Harrison. 6 on the shot clock. Murray goes from deep. Gareth Murray rocks off the mark. 3 minutes in. Turnover there. No, can they break? Go for Brown. He's been deadly from 3-point range this season. Continues to be. Earl Brown shooting 56%, second overall in the league. Rocks within 1. Surrey ball. Surrey's size has been their asset this season, even if it has occasionally proven problematic. They have got that speed. Rock's very keen to make sure they only play in the half court. But there, jumper down. Desport, the hot hand early. Steal there, not 3-on-1. Desport goes inside, the handoff, the fumble. Had numbers, able to capitalise. Two early switches for Glasgow. Somewhat surprisingly, Bantu Burrs getting an early chance to impress. Kieran Achara on as well. Come off the bench the last few games. Billups and Brown sitting down. Now Burrs started the season as the backup point guard. Used very sparingly. Here he is. Kick off. Fake from Achara. 4 in the shot clock. Brown alert to it. Baseline. Too long. Robinson picks it up. Ogadengbe. Baseline. Rebound gathered though by Desport. Top of the key. Nails it. 12-6 lead. Robinson has 6 points now. Murray behind the back. Way off Gareth Murray. That was a quick breather for Billups. Kofi Josephs, his first minutes this afternoon. It's one of 3 Rocks players heading for Great Britain duty tomorrow down in Leicester, along with Kieran Achara and Gareth Murray. Long ranger there from Hicks. Just off. Burrs guarded by Hicks. Josephs force the switch. Achara against Desport. Desport using his body well. Stand-up defense. Now Hicks, other end. Short jumper in. 8-point lead for Surrey. Just inside the second half of this first period. Almost a steal now. Billups flicks it to Achara and gets the bonus. The Rocks a little bit out of sorts offensively early on. That's their third different starting lineup in the last 4 games. Sign somewhat of the experimentation that Tony Gorbelotto's had to do. As Achara misses the chance for the 3-point play. Hicks finds some room. Will get the basket and the chance for the bonus. It goes against Earl Brown. Doesn't get that one. Robinson chased down the rebound. Drive inside there from Teo. Still be Surrey Scorchers' ball. O'Brien checks back in for Gareth Murray. Steal the inbounder. They go to Robinson. Long arms of Achara in his way. He goes aerial. Drains it. Gerald Robinson, 9 early points. 10-point cushion. Josephs drove baseline, ran out of room, he gets it to Achara. Goes inside off the glass, gets it, and the bonus. Achara on to 4 points. Captain's example there. Timeout is called. The Rocks, as we talked about, changed this week. Martez Harrison flying out. Mikey Thompson yet to appear this afternoon off the bench. Arrived just on Friday. He's only had 1 practice with the team on Saturday. Tony Gorbelotto's assessment was that Harrison's, in his words, confidence had gone. Realised that he hadn't come in the best shape. And in actual fact, if the paperwork had come through, they might have made that switch sooner. But what they've liked, seen in Thompson, is someone bigger, someone stronger, might give them more confidence to the team. And someone that can inspire his teammates as well. Thompson, in fact, was someone that Kriyan Raftopoulos looked at in the off-season. Divided his season last year between the Czech and Slovak republics. I felt with Harrison weren't getting enough, especially going into the international break. Now perhaps the time that they had to take that gamble, roll the dice and make the change. See what he's like when he comes on. Rocks as you are. Achara to the line. Shooting 84% from the line this season. Good there. Achara with 5 points. Rocks within 7. Dengby backs in against Brown. Offensive foul is called. Surrey will miss Alex Iwumi today. 20 points last weekend. That win over Manchester Giants. Travel was the team as well today. Brown scooped it off target. Now 2-on-1. Hicks drives off the glass. 6 points for Tony Hicks. Surrey keeping the Rocks at bay. Sideline ball for Glasgow. So far, Surrey doing a good job of putting the pressure on Glasgow. Josephs has to scramble, gets it to Brown. Spin inside. Up against Levi Noel, who's come in. Picks up high, screen from Robinson. Switch, 3. Off target. Denby. Goes long. Phillips scoops up the board. 3 blinds are ready for the American. Robinson forces the turnover. Brown helps out though, gets the recovery. Bunyan lets fly, 3-point range. Johnny Bunyan downs the 3. He has been struggling at times from distance. That'll do his confidence the power of good. 6 points the difference. Less than 2 minutes left here in this first quarter. Jordan Williams has come in. First shot attempt doesn't fall. Scramble there, Rocks get away with it. Kofi Josephs, right shoulder strapped up today. Chara drives on Robinson. Go to the line for 2, draws the foul. Goes against Levi Noel. Daryl Palmer with his first minutes today for Surrey, as is Kalen Raftopoulos. Tony Hicks getting a breather here towards the end of this first quarter. Chara 1 of 2 from the line. No, 2 of 3. Falls there. 7 points for Chara. 5 quick points in a row. Brought the Rocks within 4. Raftopoulos up against Bunyan. Williams kicks it out. Palmer. Raftopoulos, 6 on the shot clock. Chara in his way. Williams pull up. Way long. Smart play there from Levi Noel. Wasn't at a good angle, but still drew the foul. Gareth Murray returns in place of Earl Brown. He's picked up his second foul. Gets the first, Levi Noel. He's played some junior college ball over in Miami. Averaging 3 points per game this season. Almost there today. Extends Surrey's lead to 6. Bunyan. Back in that role of playmaker. Josephs gives it back. Murray. Scramble underneath. Bunyan, of all people, gets the offensive board, gets it in. Johnny Bunyan with 5 points now. Palmer drives on a Chara, stopped in his tracks. They go back out to Williams. Raftopoulos picks it up, sets up the play. Williams with the screen. Raftopoulos finds room in there. The kick up. Murray with the steal. Now Josephs on his own up against Noel. Draws the foul. Kofi Josephs will go to the line. Shooting 83% on the season. Still pretty good. Makes the first. shoulder not proving any impediment there. Shot clock is off, 10 seconds left, full court pressure. They don't want to foul, they've managed to get away. Palmer, the kick to the corner. Need to make a quick shot here. Ogadengbe, and will he get it? Yes, he does. So at the end of our first quarter, where Surrey leapt into lead, Rocks coming back at it. After one here at the Emirates Arena, it's Glasgow Rocks 20, Surrey Scorchers 24. Welcome back to the Emirates Arena. Start of the second quarter here. Surrey Scorchers leading Glasgow Rocks 24-20 in this BBL Championship clash. Gerald Robinson, game high 9 points so far. The Rocks led by 7 off the bench from Kieran Achara. Surrey up by as much as 10 in the first. Rocks regaining the momentum. Now Palmer off balance, gets it off the glass. Palmer's first shot, first score. Extends the lead back to 6. Fraser gives it off to Murray. Fraser's got room, goes up against Palmer. Falls for him. Ali Fraser's first points. Levi Noel. Spin inside, off balance. Bunyan's the steal. No, Billups, what's he going to do on his own? The one-handed stuff, Jalen Billups. Wow. Billups' first score. Rocks within 2. Now the steal off the inbound. Bunyan misses, they're going to scramble. Fraser lost it. Now, 2-man break. Wow, two-handed in. And the bonus. Josh Steele. Rocks there. Guilty of not adjusting. Getting back in transition. Chance for the three-point play. Not taken. Palmer gets the board though. Feed. Palmer up against Billups, lost it. Calling it a foul. Steele inbound. Gets it back, twists and turns. Ryan Billups waited for the American to go up, drew the foul. Go back to the line. Billups' first foul. Steele. bite at the cherry, missed his first attempt. Well, took its time, but it got there. There we go the second time. Josh Steele under 6 points. Surrey up by 5. Earl Brown has room. 6 in the shot clock. Bunyan, pull up. Off the mark. Foul under the basket. Goes against Ali Fraser. His first. Steele. Murray in his wake. Switch. Kick out. Murray almost got the steal. Instead got the last touch. All the way back out to Jordan Williams. His 4th appearance since re-signing for Scorchers. Long ranger, once again from the perimeter. Josh Steele, 3 for 3 today. Brown, short again, Fraser's got it. Feed inside to Billups, nice feed, nice finish. Billups with 4. Snapping a 6-0 run. Williams backing down Fraser. Kick out, Palmer, long range. Can make those, doesn't that one. Billups, 2 big bodies there. Beats Palmer inside. Jalen Billups alive here in this second quarter. Brings the Rocks within 4. Tupolis gets around Bunyan. Feed to Williams, off the glass. Jordan Williams. Williams was actually a late arrival here today. Travelled separately from the rest of the team who flew. Apparently has a fear of flying, so took the train to Glasgow. Only arrived 45 minutes before tip-off. I guess right now you're saying better late than never. Chara and Burrs returning for Glasgow. Burrs takes it from downtown. Banter. Burrs taking advantage. His first 2 points. Steele played very well in the start today. Burrs though, with the steal, the handoff, the steam train of Chara. Fraser finishes it off. Before the shot though, we'll send a Chara to the line. Bounce there. It's a good idea to take the foul. Chara, 3 of 4 so far. 3 of 5. Makes the second. Chara on 8 points. One shot game potentially here. Williams, a crossover, eludes a Chara. Can't finish though. No, Burrs, they've got 2 on 1. A slam, two-handed, Earl Brown throws it in. Brown on 5 points, Rocks within 1. Passport up high, looks for the pass. Deflection from Murray. Kofi Josephs returns for Glasgow. Tony Hicks and Teo Ogedengbi coming back in for Surrey. Jalen Bilks off the Rocks bench as well. Fraser and Brown taking a breather. Another steal for Burrows. Off the glass. Banter Burrows, 4 points. Rocks back in the lead. First time in this game. Offensive foul called. Goes against Tony Hicks. Rocks, 7 straight points now as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. Surrey up by as much as 10. Not anymore. A similar pattern to the first meeting between these two just a few weeks ago. Josephs under pressure. Leads Ogedengbi. Such a good passer at the top of the key. A feed inside. Josephs pulls back. Nails it. 4 points for Kofi Josephs. Catch and shoot. The hot hand. Josh Steele. Long two. He's got 11. Chara's got room inside. Doesn't get the first attempt. Robinson did just enough to put him off. Refs saying the last touch was off for Chara. Bunyan returns. Burrows gets a well-deserved round of applause from the home fans. Hicks with the drive, gets enough aerial room ahead of Bunyan. Not enough to make the basket. Bunyan feeling confident, why not? Johnny Bunyan, 8 points. And immediately, Graham Ruff-Tuplis calls a timeout. It's a big week for Rocks coach Tony Garbalotta. Will coach Great Britain for the first time in the World Cup qualifiers against Greece and Estonia. Camp opening tomorrow down in Leicester. 15 players in his initial squad. Chara, Josephs and Murray here tonight will be among them. Also returns the likes of Miles Hessen, Obi Soko and Carl Wheatle. A new face in Tarek Phillips. 9 of the 12 in Garbalotto's squad, forming part of Joe Prunty's final roster that played at September's Eurobasket. The first of those 2 games next Friday night at the Leicester Arena. It's the Greeks in town. If you want to be there for the start of the World Cup campaign, tickets are now available at bbl.org.uk. Garbalotto started his career back as an assistant at London Towers. Considers it such a great honour to be taking charge of Great Britain for the first time. Job that he's wanted has been, of course, the head coach of the Vietnam national team. Nothing quite like doing it back where it all began. GB Greece Friday night. A game you can see live on livebasketball.tv. Back into action, immediate ball pressure from Bunyan on Hicks. Glasgow on a 9-2 run. Robinson with a spin move over Achara, gets it. 11 points for him. feed almost Machara, stripped away though by Ogadengbi. So the kick back, Hicks, plenty of room, drives through the middle. 7 points for Tony Hicks. Game level. 3 minutes of play in this first half. Murray. Ball won't fall off the back of the rim. Rocks will get another opportunity. Fraser and Noel. Turning for Glasgow and Surrey respectively. Catch and shoot from Kofi Josephs off the inbound. Too long. Robinson. Fraser in his wake. Gets inside. Double team comes. Wow, feed. Jordan Williams finishes. Rocks switching off in the middle. Williams has 4. Surrey back in the lead. Now, Chara inside, great pass inside. Rocks level once more. Screen comes from Robinson. Hicks has room off the glass, driving layup. Hicks into double figures now. Back and forth we go as we approach half time. Chara backs in Noel. Help comes. Forced to go outside. 4 in the shot clock. Holding foul. Could have left that. Shot clock was almost down. It's going to be a tough shot. Instead, the shot clock resets to 14. Wellbrand back in for Murray. Second foul on Desport. Chara inside. Nice play. Didn't quite finish it off. No, long pass. Hicks gathers. Easy. It's 12 points. Hicks putting Surrey up by 4. Hicks at times guilty of not getting back quickly enough. Surrey with all their speed, sneaking in. Now the steal from Robinson. When he Bunyan in his way, took the foul. Questions on the sideline, well, that should be unsportsmanlike. Officials say no. We'll go to the line. Tony Garbalotto decides to take a timeout as we head towards the last minute of this opening quarter. Surrey still feeling that they've got the nucleus of a very good team. Sometimes defensively have struggled, particularly late in games. You think of the games that could have maybe fallen their way, those narrow losses to Bristol and Cheshire. Still the best start, if you think about it, in Scorchers franchise history since the rebranding came of the Surrey franchise. Perhaps during the next few weeks, consideration to a change, maybe a one in, one out. Certainly the core since Jordan Williams came back. Looks like a very solid BBL team, very handily placed in mid-table. One of the more fun teams to watch in this league, it has to be said. Robinson to the line. His first attempts today. Shooting 81% on the season from the line. Solid once again. Game high, 12 points for Robinson. Doesn't get the second one though. Foul called. Goes against Noel. Pardon me, it goes against Robinson. Technical foul is assessed. Josephs will go to the line. Makes that. Possession as well. 1 minute left to play in this second quarter. Josephs. Bunyan spills it up. The break, the slam. Tony Hicks. 7-1 run from Surrey. Asserting themselves into the lead once more. Cut inside, feed, the kick out. Bunyan got confidence, got accuracy. Johnny Bunyan on to 11 points. That's the sort of shot you need when you've got a deficit and the break approaches. Shot clock is off. Hicks gives it to Robinson. Goes from deep. Won't fall. And that will be the end of a first half in which Surrey early on built a 10-point lead. The Rocks came back to lead by 4. Kieran Achara leading the Rocks with 10. Gerald Robinson leading all scorers with 12, as has Tony Hicks. After the first half here at the Emirates Arena in the BBL Championship, Surrey Scorchers lead Glasgow Rocks 47-43. At the end of the first half here, it's Surrey Scorchers leading Glasgow Rocks 49-46.
Good basket there for Golden State. It's the light blue team, light blue Golden State, against the Lakers playing in the green bids. Each have scored a basket. This is all in support of Diabetes UK. You can see that all the kids are wearing the Diabetes Scotland t-shirts. We have members from Diabetes UK in the arena. We're collecting to help support the charity. And if you can give generously, that's very much appreciated. Again here between Golden State playing in the blue and the Lakers playing in the green bibs. Scores on the doors. Golden State in blue, 6 points to the Lakers in the green bibs, 4 points. Just over a minute to go here on the court. Oh. Time is ticking in this jump to it game in support of Diabetes UK. Oh, this fast. seconds now. Oh, 35. Interception. 25 seconds. Oh, there's the tie. 6 points apiece. 6 points apiece and 15 seconds to play. 6 points apiece for each teams. I'm going to count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time at the Emirates Arena for the Jump to It game between the kids. Great game, a lot of baskets, great scoring game, 6 points apiece. All in support of Diabetes UK and the Diabetes UK charity here this evening. Collectively, if you can support them, please do give generously, and your support is very much appreciated.
welcome back to the Emirates Arena BBL Championship action here this afternoon, and it's Surrey Scorchers with a 3-point advantage as we enter the second half. The Scorchers led by a game-high 14 points and 7 of 8 shooting from Tony Hicks, 12 points in addition for Gerald Robertson. The Rocks led by 11 from the hot hand of Johnny Bunyan, who gets a start today. Kieran Achara with 10 points and 4 rebounds. One other game going on in the BBL today. Its third quarter's just begun, and Worcester Wolves leading Manchester Giants 46 to 35. It's a game of runs so far. Surrey were up by as much as 10. Rocks coming back. Who will prevail in this second half?
Here we go to the second half. Rock's third quarter about to get underway. 3-point game. Scorchers 49, Rocks 46. All to play for. Let's go, Rocks!
Third quarter getting underway here at the Emirates Arena. Rocks in possession. Speaking to Rocks coach Tony Garbalot at half-time, so really, just the one thing we need to do, sounds simple, is play better. Certainly defensively, but also offensively as well. Foul into the basket there. I think we'll go against Johnny Bunyan. Scorchers coach Cream Oftopoulos saying their key, better shot selection. Feels that they've done well to resist the Rocks' runs. Wants his team to be sure when times of adversity come, they stick to running their plays rather than going solo. There, Tony Hicks goes solo, game high 16 points. Sorry, up by 5. Now Bunyan is an outstanding first half, misses that first attempt. Garbalot also feeling offensively. It's the first game since Martez Harrison departed. Coped very well, but some adjustments to make. Harrison's replacement, Mikey Thompson, is here. If you're wondering why he hasn't appeared, the simple answer is he tweaked his knee in the warm-up. So we don't expect him to make his debut here this afternoon. Stroke of misfortune. Now Hicks flying out today. 8 of 10 shooting, 17 points. Surrey quickly extending the lead here early in this third period. Fraser to Brown. Return pass. Ali Fraser's had a very quiet first half offensively. The hook shot gets a full and the bonus. Fraser on 4 points. Of course, the first meeting between these sides earlier in the season. Surrey did lead by 12. Rocks came rolling back. Can all change so quickly as Fraser goes to the line. Doesn't get it to fall. 6 points still the cushion for the visitors. Joseph's almost got the steal. Instead at steal was the inbound. Last Desport giving off to Hicks. And we go to Robinson, who's been very effective. The spin move lured Ali Fraser into the leap. Takes his own personal tally to 14. Joseph's switch sides, stolen away. Hicks bounce pass in. Robinson slots it in. 16 points for him. Surrey equaling their largest advantage. Brown still on a short-term deal here. Billups. Fraser gathers. Back out to Joseph. Takes the three. Doesn't fall from Ogedengbe with the rebound. Pull up. Not too long. Ogedengbe just with 2 points in that first half. So Ogedengbe will be one of those players reporting to Lancashire for England's Commonwealth Games training camp in the early part of this week. Coach Andreas Kopoulas starting to get a sense of squad and the team that he might take to the Gold Coast next April. Robertson makes his first. Biggest lead now of the game. He's not shooting the ball particularly well today. 42% from the field. Not rebounding well either, not boxing out certainly. Robinson from way out. 8-0 lead, 8-0 run for Surrey. Chara. To Murray. Chara waiting for the turn, instead they cross court. Fraser. Off the mark. Ogedengbe goes to Robinson. Guarded by Fraser. Steal by Earl Brown. Swing out. Ball movement from the Rocks eventually finds its way into the hands of Kofi Josephs. It's not falling for Glasgow now. Robinson, way out, three. Moves on to 23 points. And immediately, Tony Garbellotto calls a timeout. 11 straight points for Surrey. Rocks needing much better. Really toiling here in this early part of the third quarter. And the Emirates Arena hosting this season's BBL Trophy Final. The date for your diaries for that one, Sunday, March the 4th. Before that, though, the BBL Cup Final taking place at the Arena Birmingham. The WBBL Cup Final on the same day. That's Sunday, the 28th of January. Always huge occasions, both. For tickets for those, visit bbl.org.uk. Of course, those Cup Final, just one of the BBC's host of live games this season that you'll be able to watch via the BBC Sport website, the app, and the red button. That all starting from December the 5th. And don't forget, this season, regular BBL games live and for free via the Unilad Facebook page. The next one, next Sunday, Plymouth against Newcastle. Head to facebook.com/UniladMag to watch that. Rocks desperately seeking to regain some momentum here. Banter Burrs coming back in. Very good first half spell. Scored 4 points. Certainly needed offense right now. Burrs lets fly from 3-point range, just short. Scramble underneath. Josephs has it. Won't fall for him. Surrey doing a very good job. It's now denying the Rocks second chance opportunities. To Sport, Robinson inside out. Hook shot. Robinson short. Chara gets the board though. Murray goes for three. Go for him. Rocks certainly need adjustments here. Tony Garbellotto on the sidelines, animated, urging the side on. help. 4 in the shot clock. Steele has it. Long 2, doesn't go for him. Burrows tries to inject some pace though, have to slow down. Fraser doesn't go for him. Steele inside, drew the foul. Goes against Burrows. Darryl Palmer returning for Surrey. That's just Jordan Williams. Steele at the line. 1 of 3 today. Quite an aerial motion. Effective in that occasion. Second doesn't go. Still another second opportunity for Surrey Scorchers. An offensive foul is called. I think that's against Darryl Palmer. Certainly him the most aggrieved. 12-0 run for Surrey. Phillips charges inside. We'll get 2 chances at the line. Another foul against Palmer, 2 in quick succession. That's his second. Phillips, first trip to the line this afternoon. Shooting 68% on the season. Just crept up a little. Breaks the run. It's got to start somewhere. Second one doesn't fall. Phillips has 7 in this game. Hicks is quite a load today in the absence of the injured Alex Iwomi. The crossover, speed drives inside. Palmer with a board. And gets the bonus. Palmer to the line. And the third foul on Bantu Burrows. And gets the 3-point play. Palmer up to 5 points. Averaging 7 on the season. Hasn't missed a free throw yet this season. 7 of 7 now. And that is his first free throw attempt in 4 games. 4 in the shot clock. Biltz will have to drive. And yet again, Surrey doing a great job of crowding the middle. Corner jumper, Josh Steele on fire this afternoon. He's got 15 points. Surrey rolling away here. Phillips, hook shot. Go to the hot hand once more. Just can't miss. Iron cold Josh Steele. Unsurprisingly, after that, Tony Garbellotto wants a timeout. The Rocks this afternoon, they knew that switching Harrison would have some disruptive ability. One of the things they really wanted, a new signing. Mikey Thompson was leadership. It's time that it spent overseas last season and in college at Boise State, felt that the team was lacking in confidence, in the words of coach Tony Garbellotto. Today, certainly. Surrey absolutely dominating, out-rebounding Glasgow 36-18 right now. Sometimes that's about smarts, and about effort, and about going to get it. Surrey today, certainly of the games I've seen of them this season, their best performance so far. Although it hasn't ruled out making more changes. This international break coming. Just wonder a performance like we've seen up to now, what might happen. Bunyan returns. Chara sets the screen. Hicks goes through it. Josephs. Phillips in the post, the spin move over Palmer. Finally, they break their field goal drought. 6 minutes without a field goal. Foul called against Kofi Josephs, picks up his second. Rocks are on team fouls, will send Tony Hicks to the line. Makes the first. That's a game that really suits this league. It's played very well. A lot of leadership, a lot of quickness, a lot of points. 21 to be precise so far this afternoon. Bunyan pushing the pace. Josephs has some rim baseline, tough shot. Palmer almost got the block. Just drew the foul. This actually goes against Teo Ogadengbe. Josephs will go to the line. It's 5 points already. 3 of those coming from the foul strip. Adds to his tally. Doubles that up. Still a long way back for Glasgow. Not impossible. Sorry, evading that defensive pressure. Well, Palmer tried to be spectacular in the end. Still finished it. Other end, block. Yeah, another steal. Inside, Williams went for it. Stop though, excellent defense. In transition, Brown, the floater. Not their day. Now, push, steal, easy, off the glass. Josh Steele is 20. Sorry, today have used their speed in transition so well. Skip from Joseph, scoops it up. 9 points for the GB guard. Scramble on the floor. Will be Surrey's possession. Sideline. Inbound comes to Hicks. Switch is forced. Brown runs through. Chara with the tap foul. As he tried to get the ball to Jordan Williams. He will go to the line. Substitution. Levi Noel coming back in for Surrey. We'll have to wait and whistle after the free throw. He comes in. Denby sits down. Williams, who's averaging 9 rebounds and 9 points per game since he returned to Surrey, started the season in Germany. Didn't work out for him there, and Krumlov-Tupolis very happy to have him back. Gets the second. 3 points now in this game. Into the last minute of this third period. Chara goes high to Billups. Just got caught as he came down. Palmer picks up his third. Billups will go to the line. Surrey on team fouls. Burrs and Murray returning for Glasgow. Deuces and Bunyan presumably watch the rest of this third quarter from the bench. First one doesn't fall for Billups. Second one does. He's got 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Chara with the interception. Murray drives inside. Gareth Murray gets the finish. 5 points for Murray. 2 of 8 shooting today. Krumlov-Tupolis. 33 seconds left in this third period, calls a timeout. We mentioned that England camp to which Teo Ogedengbi and Jordan Williams will be going this week. Chance for a lot of players who aren't in the GB squad to make an early impression as they build towards the Gold Coast next spring. Perhaps a few players that might be added later on, of course, from that GB squad. A few names that didn't end up in the Great Britain World Cup squad that you might have seen. And Richards was a good potential, but instead opted to have shoulder surgery. Justin Robinson, I understand, for family reasons. Just had a new baby. I suspect that's why he won't be part of this. Certainly in his form for London Lions this season. Must be a candidate for any more appearances for GB. Much missed national team colours. Noel. Give and go. Palmer. Let's go from 3-point range. Murray skips up the rebound now. Billups on the break. Lays it in. Billups with 12. The long heave doesn't go. So a third quarter that started with this game very much even. The Rocks outscored heavily in this third. With 1 quarter to go, Surrey Scorchers leading Glasgow Rocks 82-60. Fourth quarter action here. We're about to get underway. Surrey Scorchers 22 to the good over Glasgow Rocks. We're up by as much as 28. Score the Rocks 32-7 in that critical third quarter stretch. Boris Matrikov getting his first minutes here at the outside of the fourth quarter. Murray, the hook shot. That's 7 points. Pressure from the Rocks, not giving up on this game. Seen big runs. Surrey with a big lead in these teams last met. Rocks quickly whittled it away. And quick stops and quick scores. Williams drives inside, knocks it in. Jordan Williams, 5 points. Burrows, very good play off the bench today. Now the steal, the break, the slam. Hicks, 23 points. The Rocks you want back in this game. Can't give the ball away, no cheap scores. Long ranger from Matrikov. Burrows doesn't fall. Chara, second go, denied. Long ranger from Robinson. Brian scoops up the board. Hicks, a live wire today. Tony Hicks unstoppable, game high 25 now. 6-0 run for Surrey. For all the Rocks' pressure, Surrey soaking it up. All right, it's going out of bounds through the ball off Steele. Rocks will keep possession. Fraser, Bunyan, Josephs, all returning. Josephs crowded in the corner, gets it out to Fraser, Bunyan. Swing past it with Matrikov. Murray, he's got room baseline. Tough shot off the glass, takes the offensive board. Williams, nice spin move, lays it in. Jordan Williams, 7 points now. Josephs for 3, back shot won't drop. Bunyan almost unexpectedly got a second chance. On 3, won't fall for the young Scotsman. I think we can still call him young. Still looks young. Offensive foul, no basket. Jordan Williams took the contact as he drove in. Second foul on him. Look for a pass back inside, goes all the way out to Josephs. Foul as he went past. Second foul on Levi Noel. Josephs will be banned from the sideline. 6.5 minutes to go here. This BBL Championship clash. Fraser, long range jumper goes. Fraser with 6 points. Next defense standing tall there. Bounce past Machakov, reverse. What a feed from Bunyan. Machakov with the finish, his first score. Machakov averaging 4 points per game in each of his appearances. This is 4th of the season. Every time the Rocks get something, Surrey hit them back at the other end. Looking for an outlet. Machakov went inside. Too easy, that pick-off. Robinson up against Machakov. Double team comes across. Help from Murray, just enough. Joseph's under pressure. Proves elusive. Machakov, yeah, another one. Well, he won't get as easy a score as that any day. The steal. Bunyan. Noel in his way, they go across court. Joseph's swing inside, Machakov. Have to reset the play. Long range, Joseph's short. Who's got the rebound? Machakov gets it. The pressure pays off for Surrey though. Hicks to the reverse slam. There, the momentum, the energy shifts. Hawks had it for a second. Surrey steal it back. Swing pass from Fraser. Once again, Noel on the break. Foul by Josephs. Using their full roster in the second half. Chara returns, Burrow returns, Brown returns. Returns to the line. That's good. 3 of 3 in the afternoon. 2 of 2 there. He's got 4 points. Yet another possession. Did not go the way the Rocks were intending. Last touch though went against Levi Noel. Rocks will get a second shot at it. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Murray the inbounder. Burrows immediately lets fly. Oh, sorry, his players got in each other's way there. Chara's got room. Fall. Chara 3 of 9 from the field this afternoon. Williams, the spin move, left-handed, chases his own rebound. Scramble underneath. Eventually it goes to Burrows. 4-on-1 here. Murray drops it in. 11 points for Gareth Murray. Offensively at least. Stepped up in this 4th quarter. Williams inside. Offensive foul is called. Second on him in this quarter. 3rd foul on him. Jalen Billups comes back in at the expense of Machakov. Certainly gets a tutorial from Tony Garbellotto. Barnes. Even in the midst of the way this game has gone, it's probably his best game he's had for Glasgow. Didn't want them to become a capable backup this season, even if it was a few minutes a quarter. They're quite assured today. Chara takes his tally to 12. 3 minutes left. Williams. Robinson has room. It's two-handed, throws it down. Robinson, 27 points. Timeout call by Surrey. 3 minutes left. Robinson, 11 of 16 shooting today. She's been terrific in this start. GB men in their first action since Eurobasket next Friday night, Leicester Arena, the venue for their opening World Cup qualifier. A huge test in Toby Garbaloto's first game at the helm. The Greeks, without their Olympiakos contingent, Panathinaikos' players will be included, but will only travel the day before a game. So a real opportunity for GB there on home soil to get their qualifying campaign off to a winning start, even without the likes of Joel Freeland and Ryan Richards. If you want to get your tickets for that game, make it a packed house for GB against Greece. Head now and get them at bbl.org.uk. And of course the GB men has an opportunity to extract a little revenge on behalf of GB's women, who's lost to Greece by just 2 points in the second game of the Eurobasket 2019 qualification campaign. And a very good win over Israel in their first one. Domestic action. Focus here. The other game this afternoon. Worcester heading, it would seem, for a comfortable win over Manchester Giants. 14-point lead with just about 90 seconds left at the Trafford Sports Dome. Surrey in no hurry. All the time in the world here. Williams might even make the last train back. Long ranger there. Levi Noel. 7 points for him. 100 up for Surrey Scorchers. Murray from downtown gets it. Gareth Murray on to 14 points. Not for him. This quarter could have been even tougher. Pressure goes there, pays off for the Rocks. They will get the ball inside the last 2 minutes. Burrows and Brown take a seat. Get the congratulations. Josephs. Bunyan back. Bunyan pulls the trigger, hits the target. Johnny Bunyan, 14 points. Dengby off the mark. Chara takes up the board. 7 rebounds, 12 points for the GB captain. Will count for a little though. That 14 points, team high. 8-0 run for Glasgow. Too late. Noel, downtown, falls well. It's one of those days, isn't it? He's got 10 points. 1 minute left. Inline ball. Next weekend, Surrey Scorchers in action at home. Next Sunday, they host Worcester Wolves. They beat 84-80 when the two sides met last month. The Rocks, with a break for their international games, there at home on Friday, the 1st of December, hosting the league leaders, Newcastle Eagles. Score there from Billups. He's got 14. Eagles 8-0 in the season. Apart from that 1 cup loss, pretty much perfect Should be some game. Drive inside from Josephs. Go to the line. These two sides will meet again to decide the season series. The venue, Surrey Sports Park. The date, the 20th of January. And I think after this, we'll go down there with some points to prove early in the new year. Kofi Josephs takes his tally to 10. Board from Fraser. Falls out of his hands. Dengby. Tries to inbound. Try it again. It's 2 points for the Surrey captain today. I'm sure he won't mind too much. That was a very impressive victory. Foul taken by Josephs. His fourth. Dengby will be the inbounder. Shot clock is off. Noel comes high. They can run down the clock here. Game high, 27 points apiece for Tony Hicks and Gerald Robinson. 20 added for Josh Steele. As for the Rocks, 4 players on 14 points. Bunyan, Billups, Murray and Achara. But this game will see Surrey move up to 6th place in the BBL now with a 5-5 record. It's been a terrific second half performance. The Scorchers on fire here at the Emirates Arena. It's full time in the BBL Championship. Surrey Scorchers the victors. They beat Glasgow Rocks 104 points to 85. Let's take a look at next weekend's schedules. Of course, the big game Friday night, the FIBA World Cup qualifier at the Leicester Arena. Great Britain hosting Greece. Saturday night, it's BBL Championship action. Bristol hosting the undefeated league leaders Newcastle Eagles. And Sunday, 4-game slate. Surrey hosts Worcester, Plymouth hosting Newcastle, Manchester hosting Bristol, and Leeds Force visiting Cheshire Phoenix. But here this afternoon, it's been Surrey Scorchers on fire. The Rocks hitting a bump. For all of us here at the Emirates Arena, thanks for tuning in. See you again soon.